How's it going, everyone? Swaggy05 here, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at a Fates Collide Serperior deck, and this is a commentary, so I've already recorded the battle, and I'm just going to be doing a commentary because we want to avoid where the audio becomes desynced with the video. So our opponent gets to go first, and this is a GRENINJA deck. So they have no basics. We don't have really the best hand either. We do throw down Snivy and Octillery, which is pretty cool. So he takes his mulligan, and I like his sleeves. They're the Halloween sleeves. We get to take our mulligan, but that doesn't help at all. And they are going first, so I'm like, okay, I immediately have the type advantage. That's upside. So he plays down his Bursting Balloon, and then he passes, so I draw. It's a Float Stone, so still, we are drawing nothing, so I'm just like, alright, I'll throw this down. I wasn't gonna blot, because I just knocked myself out, and that wouldn't be cool. But, yeah. So he's kind of thinking, like, what should I do? I know I have the type advantages. So he plays Ultra Ball here. He discards the Dive Ball and the Talonflame and grabs Frogadier, and then he evolves. So he's gonna go ahead and play N, and I'm completely fine with that, because I'm like, yeah, this hand is not good. So I draw, and I will be able to get my Octillery and my Serperior out, because we have Force of Giant Plants, Level Ball, and Ultra Ball, plus our Serperior, and we draw another one. So I'm like, okay, what do I all want to play down here? What do I want, and what do I want to save in my hand? So I decide, first of all, I need to throw down the Force of Giant Plants. And then Ultra Ball, I decide to discard a Grass Energy and Serperior, because we have Revitalizer and Super Rod to recycle those. And I go ahead and grab Servine. Ripifine, by the way. So I am like, nah, I'm just gonna knock it out anyway. So before that, I throw down my Snivy, and then I Level Ball for my Octillery, who's exactly 90 HP. So we get a perfect Abyssal hand here. It's like perfect, like just right. And then he concedes. We don't even have to attack, so that was pretty interesting. Yeah, so let's move on to the next round. Once press display. Okay. So this deck is the Steam Siege Mega Gardevoir, and it has all the money cards. Like, it's got 4 Full Art Shamans, 4 Seeker Gardevoir EXs, at least 2 Full Art Hoopas, and then 4 Full Art Mega Gardevoirs, and I'm like, whoa! Plus, 2 Full Art Dragonites. So I have to take a mulligan. That's the phone ringing. So, and alright, so I have to take my recharge here. I'm like, oh man, Remoraid? You're kidding me, right? That's like, yeah, we don't want to start with Remoraid, but I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So he takes his mulligan, and he has more basics in his hand, and I'm like, whew, money cards right there. And they're just staring down my poor Remoraid like, hello. So they play Skyfield. There's that Full Art Hoopa with the Scoundrel Ring ability, so yeah, it's a very crazy card. I only have the promo version, but I know Wolf Rider has the Full Art version, which is really crazy. So he grabs his Full Art Dragonite EX, his Full Art Shaman EX, and his Seeker Gardevoir EX. His Dragonites to restore the Pokemon he threw away with Despair Ray. I really like that combo, actually. So he grabs Hex Maniac. He's Shamaning. He gets 1 card. And I'm like, okay, it could be worse, definitely. Excuse me. So he's throwing down another Shaman, and I'm like, whoa, far out. So he sets up, grabs one singular card. He throws down another Shaman, and I'm like, are you just like drawing Shamans with your setups? So he grabs another singular card. So, yeah, it's interesting, and I'm like, oh, okay. So he shuts down our abilities, which doesn't really matter because the only thing we could evolve is Servine. So I'm like, you know what, I don't want to throw away all these cards. I'm going to play N and get rid of his hand. I don't know if it was a good thing I got rid of his hand or not, but we'll see. So I'm like, okay, I can Ultra Ball. I'm going to grab a Snivy. So I discarded Seeker into Sycamore. We can just get that Sycamore back with a via Seeker. So I grab Snivy. Throw him down. And yeah, then I just passed the turn. Nothing much we could really do there. He throws down a Gardevoir Spirit Link, which is pretty cool, and Scoundrel Ring again, and I'm like, whoa, man, that's pretty crazy. So he grabs Dragonite EX Full Art, and then 2 Full Art Mega Gardevoir EXs, which is a crazy, that's like crazy, like, wow, how'd you pull those? Must have opened a lot of packs, or traded a lot, or something. So he goes ahead and Mega Evolves, and this is where the game gets spicy. So he throws down Trainer's Mail and grabs N, and I'm like, okay, you can end me again. I'm fine with that. But yeah, he's playing his Trainer's Mail. No cards for him. Then he plays N, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. The only regret I have was not playing down my, excuse me, my, Force of Giant Plants. So he throws down a Fairy Energy, and that's going to be enough to knock out my, poor little Remoraid. He doesn't even bother to discard anything. He's got the knockout. And all I have left is my Snivy, plus his friend, which is in my hand, and I'm like, okay. So, at this point of the game, I messed up a little bit, so I threw down the Grass Energy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, seems like the play. Then I put a Bursting Balloon, and then here, first I just threw down this, and I'm like, okay, I gotta paralyze this thing. So I flip, and I land Tails. And what I forgot is that I didn't have Forest of Giant Plants out, so I forgot to get I forgot that I couldn't evolve that Snivy this turn, and there was really no way I could have. So I'm like, oh man, that's rough. So I just go ahead and Vine Whip for 20 damage, and I'm like, salt. But yeah, that was not a lot of damage at all. So he plays another Gardevoir Spirit Link, or Gardevoir, however you want to pronounce it. And oh, by the way, 2 days till Sun and Moon. The hype train is real. It's crazy. So he just Bears Ray me. Yeah, whatever you pronounce it. So 110, at least he takes that Bursting Balloon damage. And I'm like, oh, Snivy. No, Snivy. So at this point, I knew I'm probably going to lose. So I just go down strong. I throw down a Bursting Balloon. Then I play Servine. And I flip. And this time we actually do land the Paralysis, which is nice, if you ask me. And then let's see what I forget what he does here. He does some crazy combo that just wins in the game. So I do forget what he all does. It's like, well, I guess I'll have to find out. He was thinking for a long time, and then he just is like, I want to win this. So here he plays Ultra Ball, and I'm like, your bench is full, but you can Mega Evolve still. So he discards those 2 cards, grabs a Mega Gardevoir EX, Mega Evolves, And Gardevoir in front is like, help, I'm gonna take 20 damage. So he plays the switch and throws out this Gardevoir, plays a Sycamore, which discards his hand. And I'm like, you have a good deck, I'm probably gonna lose. And then he just switches again, and I'm like, ouch. That hurt right in the feels, and he is just gonna hit me for a ton of damage here. He doesn't discard everything, but, you know, he discards quite a bit. So he hits me for 170 damage, and I'm like, hey, at least you take the Bursting Balloon damage. And he's like, yeah, I did. So there, our second match ends in defeat. So I spin the prize wheel, and I got one Pokecoin. But anyway, that'll about wrap up this video today. Thank you so much for watching, and tell me in the comments just how hyped are you for Sun and Moon. Like, my hype levels are bursting out of my head. It's crazy. And I have a league challenge this Saturday, so it'll all be fun. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. So this has been Swaggy Lucho 5, and I will see you in the next video.